So hello and welcome everyone to this session. This is going to be our last um, all-together session, whereas before, we were meeting at 6 o'clock every Tuesday to just um, talk a little bit about class and whatever we have in terms of issues. And then this is my chance to meet with you. It's like an office hour because this course is designed to be taught asynchronously. Next week, we're not going to be meeting on Tuesday in the evening because I will be meeting with you throughout the week. I will reveal the slots for the one-on-one meetings ASAP and maybe after this session. And then I will also meet with you one last time in the final week. From now on, there is absolutely no need to meet with me over here because you will be seeing me one-on-one. When I say one-on-one, those of you who are in teams will be meeting with me, like the whole team will be meeting with me. It's not just one person from the team. If you have any questions you need to ask, you can always bring them to this session. I will make sure that the sessions are long enough to accommodate all of you. I will meet with every single group around half an hour, which is good time. I will share with you my screen. Oops.
Professor?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but I have a session simultaneously with this one. So, but I asked the other professor if he can record it, but he said he can't. So, can I leave and I can watch this session later?
Sure, of course. It's never
Thank you.
an
I just
issue.
wanted to say hi because this is the last.
Okay, thank you. Hi and bye. Okay, so can you see my screen? I don't think you can you? Let me just.
For me, it's just showing that you started sharing, but we
Yeah,
can't see you.
yeah, weird. Okay. Yeah, it's also not sharing. Now you can see it, right?
Yes, we can see it.
Great, awesome. So, so this week we're going to be working on a couple of things in addition to starting the expansion of the position paper. The position paper is just the first step towards the final paper. It is an expansion of your outline. So you're basically taking your outline and you're expanding it into a full paper. You have done a lot of the different parts of the paper, and most of you, many of you have written elaborate outlines. So all you need to do is just fill in the blanks and expand it. It shouldn't take a lot of time from you. However, there are two more things that you need to be doing as well, which is write an introduction, write a conclusion. And for these, I know you know how to write them. I know that they are also outlined in the outline, but I have provided you with a short video on how to write an introduction, another one with how to write a conclusion, and some samples. So you can go over these and write an introduction, write a conclusion, make sure that they are balanced. This means that if the introduction is 2 pages long, the conclusion needs to be at least a page or a page and a half long. Don't give me a short paragraph and tell me that this is the conclusion of the research paper. It's the conclusion needs to have certain components that cannot be just eliminated. Okay, so if you have a question, you can always unmute yourself and ask me as usual. We are also going to meet next week. We're not going to meet on Friday, actually. I'm going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for you, and they're going to be during the day. I will have some sessions during class time for you. So this way, if you have a full day someday you can always book the time that is during the session with me. Okay, and then you can submit your position paper here. You have to submit a copy of your position paper 1 evening before your virtual meeting with me, and 1 member per team should submit if you are in a team of 2 or more. Okay, having said that, please try to make it to the meeting, all of you, because I cannot record and I cannot send you the recording. So all of you have to be there, and I also need to know, your work and become a little bit more familiar with the people behind this work. As for the literature review, I am finishing those, but they don't necessarily have to make it to the position paper. If you want to finish your entire paper and submit it as your position paper, you're more than welcome to do so. I've had in the past some students submit the entire paper as the position paper and gotten it corrected and had the chance to re-upload it as a final paper in week 14. You have to remember, after or on week 14, once you submit the final paper, we're done with the course. So you're not going to see me again after that. For the final week, which is week 14, you're going to finish your references, which is an annotated bibliography, but I am not going to make you make an annotated bibliography, just a reference list. What's the difference between an annotated bibliography and a reference list? The difference is that the annotated bibliography, first of all, the bibliography includes all the information that you've used towards the paper, so whether the information is cited or not. The second thing is that the annotated bibliography contains a short paragraph summarizing what the article is in 2 sentences, and then relating it to your work in the paper in another 2 sentences as well. So this is what an annotated bibliography is about. Let me see if this samples. Yeah, so this sample here is one example. You start with a source, you cite it, and then you talk about the article. This article discusses how resume writing involves rhetorical choice. And then the authors argued that resume rhetoric should be sophisticated enough, and it is particularly useful to understand how the change in medium is affecting resume writing rhetoric. So it is linking it to the work of the paper, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is a good sample. I also have over here for you, I think what you can, I want to submit this alone and then submit it also with your final paper. The final paper has a checklist, so you can take off certain things off of it, and it has a formatting example. I also want to see if I include it for you. You know what? I think I also need to put for you the outline for the final paper, because remember, in the outline there is no place for literature review, so I will share with you an outline for the final paper. Okay, any questions so far? No questions. Well, you're a small group as is, so I'm not expecting a lot of questions. I have a guest speaker coming on Thursday to my English 206 class to talk about resumes and how to write your resume, how to write a cover letter, what to include in those. If you are applying for an internship, for a job, English 206 students are doing that. They have to write a resume for their class, and they have to write a cover letter, and they have to develop a LinkedIn page. However, I was thinking, since this guest speaker is somebody important and you can truly benefit from the experience of, even if you're not engineering students, you can still benefit from that. I would like to invite you or extend this invitation to you guys in case you're interested in attending. This will be on Thursday at 7:30. Let me just make sure I have it right. No, it's at 7. So somebody is asking. No, okay. So if you're interested, I know it's Ramadan and it's around the time of iftar, but you can always tune in. If you have any questions, you can always email me or send me the questions in the chat and I can ask the person. He is somebody who was managing the third biggest architecture firm in the Middle East. He has his bachelor's in mechanical engineering or electrical engineering. I have to double check. And he has an EMBA, and he also studied leadership and negotiations in the graduate program at Harvard. He led the architecture firm for, I think, like something like 3 decades, and he's very knowledgeable, and he is so instead of just talking about these resumes and jobs and interviews and that, from my experience, I thought I'd have a guest speaker who can talk to students. But it's for my English 206 class, definitely, but I would also like to invite you to join if you're interested. If you're not interested, of course, it's not mandatory. Okay, so any questions? No? Why are you so smart and you understand everything so quickly? Okay. معقول ما في حدا عنده سؤال؟ I have 3 Talia, are you okay? What's the excitement about?
No, I was laughing when you said that we are smart and we know everything so quickly.
Yeah, well, I'm super impressed by you. So how do you feel about your progress so far when it comes to the paper? I know you're stressed and everything, but you have to also appreciate to a certain extent the fact that you're done with so many different parts of the paper as is. No? Okay. What about the fact that you will be done? Yani you're almost done with the course. That's cool, right? Yes, you have. Lynn is saying we did make progress. I'm really happy. I'm looking at your lit reviews, and I'm still trying to just like give them my time as I'm reading them, so I can give you the right feedback. So that's why I'm taking a lot of time. It doesn't feel done, but I'm trying to think so. It's not going to feel done. It'll never feel done, but it's okay. Lynn, you have a question.
Yes, Professor. I just wanted to ask you something because I noticed when I was writing the position paper, I noticed when writing the arguments that I was writing a lot of information that is not from the resources, but from my own analysis. And then I did mention a couple of resources. And I don't know if that's all right or not.
It is all right, because this is your paper after all. And your analysis is your analysis. Now, had you been writing something that is purely like a literature review or maybe something more in the sciences, you have to back your claims up. Now, as I am reviewing them next week with you, that's the beauty of having a one-on-one session with you, is that I will be reviewing your paper and telling you exactly what works, what doesn't work. No, I won't be assessing them. I will not be sitting here, judging you and judging your arguments and what you have written. I will be sitting here trying to work with you on bettering the paper. So this is something that is good, because if I feel that there is something that you've said in there that needs support, a form of support, whether it be a resource, an academic resource, maybe double checking some information, I will let you know. And then you can go and fix that for the final paper. Okay? So it's not going to be, me sitting here and grading you and giving you a grade. So who cares, right? So you're just basically working on a paper, trying to do your best, trying to make it better and produce good work. And this is exactly what this class is about. It's a learning experience. It's learning how to write a research paper, and hopefully this process has helped you in a way or another. I am going to be honest with you. The reason I do not assign grades is because on top of everything in this course, I do not wish to overwhelm you with the idea or the notion of you being graded, you being assessed, you being evaluated, because I don't think I am smarter than you or better than you or more qualified than you are. I think I just come with more experience in life, and more experience in academia, and maybe a couple more, um, you know, diplomas and certificates. But this doesn't make me any better than you. All I'm trying to do is help you become your best. So I'm helping you learn what nobody taught me, right? I had to learn it on my own, but I'm trying to save you some time and teach you the ropes and how to get there. Ayman is saying, I feel like I learned a lot in this course. Thank you very much. Hannah is saying, thank you for that. This is one of the main reasons I feel flexible. Yes, you're welcome. Oh, thank you, Leah. Oh, Nadine is gonna make me cry now. So, no, I'm serious. It's that I know how it is with academia and people feeling that they know a lot and they expect you to just show them a lot of respect because of their knowledge and everything. But it's in this course, it's not about that. It's about helping you reach your potential, helping you learn how to write a paper. And I don't think it's a very difficult thing. I know we're all afraid of it. Like when somebody tells me, oh, you have to write a paper, I freak out. And even though I have my experience and I am who I am, I still freak out. And then I think, how am I going to finish a 20-page paper or a 25-page paper in like a weekend? In graduate school, I was doing that. But it was done because I used the same techniques. So it's coming up with a research question and trying to formulate a thesis statement out of that, and doing preliminary research before you do the thesis statement. And then you do some more research and you develop an outline and you fill in the blanks. Basically, you're writing it as you go. It's a recursive process. It's a scaffolding process. You build on things and you write and you rewrite and you revise and all that. So it's and it works. Somebody mentioned, I can't believe I'm writing a 15-page paper. How long was your outline? Most of you wrote some ridiculous length outlines, which is great. Develop that a little bit more and it's a paper, right? So So it is what it is. Farah is still, are you still skeptical about being able to write this paper in a week?
No, actually, like, I feel like I can do it.
Yes, you guys can, for
Hopefully.
sure. That is 100% true. You can do it. So many people before you have done it in this course. Everybody who's taken the course has done it. So, and I've been teaching for a number of years, so I'm sure you can. What else? Talia, you have a question. For the position paper, you mentioned that we can write it and submit it as a final paper. Should we include the reference page too? Yeah, if you want, if you want to be done with the course, completely done with the course, وخلاص, that's it. All you have to do is just maybe tweak a few things after a meeting with me and get it over with. Hey, write the full paper. Write a full paper. So have the references and all that so that I can revise everything for you. I've already included the checklist for you in the week for next week. So you have it there. You know what is expected of you. And I've been showing you things as we go, like telling you do this, don't do that. Not you in particular, but all of you. Like the references, they need to be fixed from day one. Like follow APA style, go back to this source, check this out, see how it's done here. Right? Okay. I also want to tell you that I'm one of the few people who read their ICEs, and I take them very seriously, and I implement changes to my courses depending on student feedback. You can do two things. You can either give me direct feedback and tell me, this works, but this did not really work for me. I didn't feel it worked for me. Or you can leave it up to, you can put it in the ICEs. But I would truly, truly appreciate it if you can give me feedback about the course. Like what worked for you? What didn't work? What was challenging? What was easy? What was shocking? Like you didn't expect to do it well, but then you did it well because you followed instructions. What would you like to see changed? What would you like added? I would really, really appreciate it, because even though I've been teaching this course for many, many, many years now, I always change it and I improve it, fix it, update it. So, so I learn from my students. I learn from you. I learn what works, what doesn't work, and what helps, what doesn't help. So if you can give me feedback, please do. Needless to say, it's not going to affect your grade in any way. Like آخر هم إنه if somebody says something like, oh, you know what, this doesn't work in your course, I didn't like this, and I'm going to take offense. It's actually, it'll be a silly idea to take offense based on that. So, and if you like to do it anonymously, as I said, you can use the ICs. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to tell me now? Like what worked, what didn't work, what did you like so far? غفيوا تلاميذ. Seriously. Shabib, Sabaya, are you there? Can you hear me? Roy, I'm pretty sure it doesn't get better than this in English, and thank you for making it such a smooth and Good ride. Thank you. May, do you have any comments? Hanan, Talia, Karine, Jawad, Leah, Lena. Thank you, Hanan. Anybody else? Roy, Ruby, Omar, Noor. The only thing that was missing is having lectures in class. Yes. But I try to be as available as possible through WhatsApp. But I know what it feels like. Whether you're in class or not in class, it's challenging. It makes a difference for sure. Jawad thinks it's smooth. Ruby says she liked the way that I walked you through everything. It made it easier. Farah says, I feel the only reason why I was skeptical of writing a paper is because I didn't feel the pressure I expected. Yes, I'm supposed to scare you. Like give you a topic to write about and give you a week. Farah, do you want me to scare you? I can tell you, like, you should have the paper ready in 2 days. Will that like pressure
I
you?
think it's perfect like this.
Do you want me to give you some adrenaline rush?
ما ناقصنا بلبنان.
مش ناقصكم, exactly. Yes, of course. The reason I like you to pick your topics is because I want you to learn about your majors, first of all, and I like to learn as well. So every semester I learn so much from student papers, what you guys write about, etc. It's just amazing. Love it. Okay, what else? The introductory videos we had to do on day one, I really felt connected. Yes, I like those because right now I go back, I start them and I go back, like if I'm trying to remember who somebody is, I go back and I watch the videos. Remember how I said I've heard nightmares about 204, but I'm Gladys saying your course is the only one. It makes me feel a little, oh, sorry about that. Pets أحلى شي بالفيديوز, especially yours يا تاليا يا معطرين your pets. أكلوها قتل يتسجل الفيديو. My daughter, I told you my daughter got a cat and he's so cute. He took a bath today. He lost his canines. His I don't want to call them fangs, but you know what I mean. Those he's teething. He's just like a baby. So cute. عم بعض عنيري. Like he bites my hand and I can't feel anything. Yeah, it is very cute. They're very cute. And also the bird is gone. Remember I was bird sitting? I miss the bird. He's so cute. I love birds. I love animals in general. Okay. So anybody here attended the Sunday session with me, the TEDx session? I can't remember who was there. I remember some of my students were there. Ayman, you were there? Yeah, Ayman was there.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, how did you find that session?
I really found it really interesting, and I don't know, I especially liked how you made, like, when you were explaining all the guidelines, you made it like a collaborative thing, and we had to work together as a team to basically explain everything to each other. I really enjoyed that. It was very interactive, and you explained everything so well. I really enjoyed it.
Cool. Are you a member of the TEDx AUB club?
No, but I would love to.
Yeah, you should join. You should join because next year we're going to have some events. We're going to plan some events and it'll look really good on your CV.
Yeah, but I always love TED Talks. I always watch them.
Yeah, you'll enjoy organizing those then. if you're already in love with TED Talks and you enjoy watching them and listening to them, then you will definitely enjoy organizing a TED event. Yeah,
Right then.
I really enjoyed preparing for it. It took me a long time, but I also enjoyed giving it. So I'm so happy you managed to join. Cool. Okay, I guess that's it. I'm going to stop recording.